Welcome back to DNS. So today we're joined by a very special guest.
So Mac Hereford, former wide receiver at the University of Alabama. Now he's moving on, transferring to Vanderbilt this season. We hope him a lot of success. So we'll start off with, you want to start off with your experience at Alabama?
Yeah, so I played – first of all, I appreciate y'all having me on. But I played at Alabama for 4 years. I grew up in Alabama, wanting to be an Alabama football player when I was little, and just kind of throughout my life worked really, really hard to get there and got the opportunity to play at Alabama. And, you know, just an unbelievable experience. Really loved it, and now getting to take what I learned there and, you know, take it somewhere else to good use.
Yeah, exactly. Alabama's been a dynasty. They've been, you know, under Coach Saban. They've been a huge success. You know, Nick Saban has groomed a lot of, you know, NFL stars now. You know, we've seen, you know, Marlon Humphrey, you know, Henry Ruggs, you know, Jerry Jeudy, a bunch of other people. Tua just got drafted to the Dolphins. A huge success. Nick Saban's regarded as probably the most iconic college football coach we've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's one of the best. He can coach up any type of guy and really make us, you know, the best players we are.
Why this university, and was it important for you to stay in the SEC?
Yeah, so when I entered the transfer portal after the season, Vanderbilt was the first team that reached out to me. And my mom went there for grad school. My dad went there for law school. And so immediately, like, I was familiar with the school. And just got really, really good education in the marketing. So I'm doing a marketing program there. And the marketing program is one of the best in the country. And just the school is really, like, highly renowned for being, you know, one of the top schools in the country. So I thought, like, okay, if I get this great education and then I'm also getting to stay in the SEC and compete with the same type of guys I've been competing with, you know, there's not many other places I'd want to go. It's like the best option. And, you know, they got a great coaching staff, and I'm looking forward to being there.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, there's a bunch of very talented receivers at Alabama. Is there one in particular that you kind of picked their brain a little just to, you know, get ready for your season at Vanderbilt?
Like you said, there's a lot of really good ones at Alabama. I wouldn't say one in particular. I like to just, you know, I've studied the group as a whole, being a part of that group, but also, you know, learning and throughout practices at Alabama, I'd like to, like, sit back sometimes and just kind of watch how they operate, you know, different styles of play. And in different ways they work. You know, Jerry Jeudy was very explosive. Like, side-to-side movements are pretty unreal. I've never seen anything like it. And then you got, like, Devontae Smith, who's just got amazing hands. He's a very disciplined wide receiver. You know, you have
saw that catch.
Oh, yeah. He had that big catch. But you got these different guys. And so, yeah, I've been very fortunate to be around them and talk to some of them and, you know, learned a lot from them and from our coaches at Alabama, and just been kind of, you know, practicing and getting better.
Yeah, we see you every time, always grinding. Keep up that mentality. So we recently saw a lot of transfers. Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts transferred, your former teammate. We saw Thaddeus Moss. When they transferred, they all had record-breaking seasons, really. So where are you looking forward for next year?
It's cool how that works out, how a lot of guys end up, you know, getting a chance to shine at the next place they go. And I'm looking forward to doing something similar. I can't say what my production will be or, you know, what it's going to look like, but I just know that coming into it, I've talked to the coaches, are going to get a good shot to compete and, you know, be on the field and make an impact, and looking forward to doing that, you know, whether it's in the locker room or on the field. Regardless, just happy to be a part of that program and be around that great group of people.
Yeah, exactly. When we see, like, Joe Burrow, a lot of his interviews, he always talks about, you know, how he's worked super hard for this. And, you know, he was expecting to have a breakout year just because of the amount of reps he's put in, you know, off the field in the gym. You know, we see you as, you know, someone who works extremely hard on the field all the time, never get off the field. So Do you envision yourself, having a lot of success on the field based off this, off season?
Yeah, so I would say I've prepared for it. Like you're saying, I definitely prepared for it. Working out 3 times a week, on the field about 3 or 4 times a week, throwing with a different quarterback every week, like just really grinding. And like I said, I can't really tell the future in the way that, what my season will look like. I've run routes so many times that I know it so well. So I think I'll be ready to play when it comes to time.
Maybe you want to talk about a few players that you played with at Alabama. Maybe we'll start off with Tua. How was it catching passes from him?
Tua, it was awesome. He has a ball unlike any other. I can remember when he came in as a freshman, we were both on the same field. So we'll have 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s. I think we were with the 2s or 3s his freshman year. And he threw me a dart, just long, deep ball, vertical. I was on the left side, and he just nailed it and scored on it in practice. And then, it was gosh, this guy can really throw it. I didn't go off my course. I was running straight, full speed, and I just put up my hand and the ball ends right there. It was pretty crazy. And he's a really good guy too. So I think he'll be a key player for the Dolphins. I think they made a great pick with him in the NFL draft. I think that everyone will see that he's going to succeed a lot there.
Yeah, exactly. Another player, Henry Ruggs got drafted to the Vegas Raiders. I think that was a great pick.
Yeah, so Ruggs, it was a crazy thing because I think a lot of people thought that Jerry Jeudy would be drafted before him. But Ruggs was taken, and it's really preference. Just they're different styles of play at wide receiver. Ruggs has got more speed. He does things differently. Jeudy is, I would like to say, a creator. That's what I like to think about him like. But Ruggs too, being alongside him, he's an extremely hard worker. Most of the guys at Alabama who are so good work extremely hard, which is something that, you would think, okay, if they're the best in the country, they would think man, maybe I take a rep off or whatever. But no, all these guys are working extremely hard and doing their job.
So does that hard work maybe also come from Nick Saban?
Yeah, I would say a lot of it does. Most guys come in with a want to and, drive and determined to be the best that they could be. But if they're ever thinking double, checking themselves or whatever, Saban's definitely there to make sure we're giving it our all. And I think the way he takes in guys and, he coaches up to be better people. And I think he tells us how to be successful in life. And so he tries to put into place this process. You hear the word the process. If you hear about Alabama football, it's the process. So he brings in guys and explains to them what that means, how you can be successful later on in life if you invest in just being the best you can be. And guys, when they really understand it, they start to just get it. And that's what makes them just, work that much harder.
Is there a goal you have particularly in your upcoming season with Vanderbilt?
Yeah, so for goals, I'm different than a lot of people. A lot of people like distinct, okay, I want this many targets or I want to have this many yards. For me, I just want to go in and make an impact, whatever way that may be. That's what I want to do, and just going to work hard and want to be at everything. Never miss any practices, never miss any lifts, never miss any meetings, be on time to everything. The things I can control. And really go in there and just give it my all. I'm a little bit different sometimes on goal or goals than some people. So that's how I feel about it.
I think that difference what separates the greats from the good.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you all the success. Very hard worker, and thank you.
I anchored down. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We can't wait to watch.
I'll stay in touch and just, let me know how everything's going. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Peace out. Roll Tide. Thank you.
when they see I'm falling, but they be calling when they see me balling. Pass me the rock, man, I feel like I'm spouting. These niggas foul with the rep, do not call it. I've been in the foreigns, you can't even start it. I want a big body, you can't even park it. I'ma go dumb out regardless, cause mama always told me, boy, finish what you started.